Is it possible for an ordinary man to become an Ironman in just 12 months? Well, in this series, we're going to be answering that very question. This is Zero to Ironman.
The Ironman, the hardest race on the planet. 140 miles of grit, determination, and unwavering discipline. A 2.4 mile swim, 112 mile bike ride, and as if that wasn't already enough, a marathon. A race only 0.01% of the world's population has ever complete.
I'm down for surgery.
Right.
Surgeon said I'll do whatever I have to do.
Right. Five hours, 165 watts. You know, I was this close today to not doing this ride. Not only just not filming it, but just completely sacking the whole ride off. So I was actually meant to start this ride about 2 hours ago, and I got a call from my stepdad to say that my mum had been rushed into her second surgery of the week. So at the minute, to give a bit of context, she's suffered really badly over the past 5-10 years, for as long as I can remember, with bulimia, and she's finally having the surgery, which I think has caused a lot of these problems, to get rid of her gastric band. So without going into too much detail, she's had the surgery for that this week, and a couple hours before I was supposed to start this ride, I learnt that she's had some complications with the first surgery, so they're having to rush her into her second surgery. Stepdad's just come back, told me she's just gone into surgery. So after we're finished on the bike here, there's nothing else that we can do now. Just gotta wait for the outcome. Obviously be there to support her once she's out, which is exactly what we will do. But in the meantime, there's no point me sitting here twiddling my thumbs, putting off this bike ride because I didn't want to do it to start off with. Everything was stacking in the favour of me not doing this bike ride. Everything going on. My mum going into surgery. Me waking up not feeling like I wanted to do this to start off with. And then getting that call through. You know? You're always going to have things in your life that crop up. You're always going to have challenges in your life. You're always going to have struggles, things that come up that, to be honest, are completely out of your control. And sometimes it can be very easy to let those things get you down or sway you from doing what you know needs to be done, and letting yourself use it as an excuse not to do those things. But who would I be if I was putting out these videos to try and inspire people to do the things, telling them to do the things that they don't want to do because they need to be done to get to where they want to be, and they're not doing the same? Who would I be? A hypocrite. So I think moral of the story, you're always going to have shit that goes on in your life, but it doesn't matter what happens. All that matters is what goes on up here. How you react to it, how you handle it emotionally, and how you position yourself to come out the other side the best that you can. So for me, today, that's doing the 5-hour bike ride that I didn't want to do. But again, I can't control what goes on in my mum's surgery. All that I can control is being there for her after it's finished, supporting her when she needs it. So that's what we're going to worry about, the things that we can control know what we can't. And in the meantime, get this 5-hour bike ride done. Get the real shit done. Because this is real shit, this is life. Throws curveballs at you. But as Rocky once said, it's not about how hard you get hit. It's about how hard you keep getting hit and keep moving forward. Pretty sure I fucking butchered that, but something along those lines. So about an hour in, 4 to go. Then we worry about the life shit, the real shit. But for now, our focus is getting this first 100-mile bike ride done and dusted.
Sunday morning and we are off for a swim, but a bit of a different one today because we're not going alone. So the guy that we're going meeting is actually the guy that we're doing the Ironman with in Portugal. So be nice. He's 10 times better at swimming than me, so hopefully we should get some tips, some valuable tips as to how not to drown. Woo! Woo-hoo! Holy shit! How are we feeling? What's your instant thoughts after that?
It's good to speak to that guy.
You fucking tuned his ear off for about a year, mate. I easily did at least another 200 metres while you were doing that.
I did about 300 before you got in the pool.
No, you fucking didn't. Oh shit. Yeah, because I feel like when I do it...
You said when you was like, you got more streamlined. Yeah. That's exactly what he was saying, but you're not meant to turn your full body by the sounds of it. You're just meant to turn from the hips.
Because I feel like when I do it, I'm kind of turning my chest and then my hips come from my chest, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, well I mean, yeah, that's right, well that's what...
No, I know, I know, but I feel like I should be turning from my hips and keeping my torso like not turning with my torso as much, you know what I mean? Because I feel like
it's hard to explain.
You don't know what I'm saying, do you, Bob?
I don't know what you're saying, but I barely made out what he was saying, you know what I mean? Like, if you fucking grew up, so guy trained 3 times before he did an Ironman last year, you know, that when he was in the pool 3 times before he swam the Ironman.
I've been in 3 times this week.
Yeah, exactly. That's the difference between people that can fucking swim and people that can't.
Fucking
it's a massive difference.
So, is your watch updated, Dan?
1950.
It's bullshit.
1950, mate.
1950? You said 1975 to me.
Oh yeah, 1975.
Yeah, so if you go on fucking... When I got out and you said that, I was like, what? Like, is there 1975 music playing? I was like, what do you mean?
Sorry, 160 yards.
Why have you got it in that, you pedo? Change it to fucking meters.
Well, it usually is.
I get fucking rinsed for having that in yards.
I don't use Strava. I only have it because it just sends all my workouts there automatically. I'm gonna have to change it, mate. Unit of measurements.
There you go. No. It's
yeah, but I don't run in kilometres.
Well, you need to.
Why do I?
Because
you guys are all a bunch of...
No. So this is what I used to think miles are better, but now running kilometres is better.
Why?
Because it's easier to break down.
Why is it?
Because miles is a made up fucking measurement. Miles is like, so some guy just thought, you know what, we'll go 8 kilometres is 5 miles, done.
Do you look at your measurement in there in miles per hour or kilometres per hour?
Well, obviously miles per hour, yeah, but so, but I'm not driving the Ironman. Do you know what I mean? No, because a marathon, right, for example, it's 42 kilometres, yeah?
How much are you biking?
Yeah, but listen, no, that's not the point. That's not the point. So the marathon is 42 kilometres, yeah, which is how many miles? 26.2.
Right.
Why would you measure it in miles then? It's 26.2 miles. What the fuck? That's bullshit. Why would you do that?
How many miles on the bike were you doing?
Well, yeah, 112.
How many kilometres on the bike were you doing?
Yeah, 220,
No.
180, 180. Yeah, I thought that was the whole race. Yeah, right, exactly. Yeah, but kilometres are a whole number across the whole thing. So say for
It's a
example,
mile.
well, no, actually, no, because it's 3.8 kilometres swim, isn't it? Yeah, but it's 2.4 miles as well. So yeah,
It's counted.
no, but
50, so-
no, that's trust me, kilometres is
Miles.
no,
Fucking
no,
yards. Let me see
no.
what it is. It's going to say
No.
1.975 anyway. I'm going to change it just
Yeah,
to
just
show
so you can see how much it is. Fucking 2,000 metre swim. Come on.
No.
1,900? Yeah, but I did more than that. So I did more than you because you were chewing that guy's ear off. So I did 2,000.
You give me.
I did 2,000.
I managed to
I did
throw in
2,000
straight
metres.
away.
2,000 metre swim.
It's good to have a conversation with people.
Come on, get up. Woo!
Gotta do that every time though.
So it's been a while since the last update, and there's a couple of reasons for that. So as you would have seen at the start of this video, over the past couple of weeks, my mum's really been suffering, so I've been dealing with that. And I've had to take the time away from training to prioritize the things that mattered the most and really make sure I was there for those people that needed me. So training over the past 2 to 3 weeks really has taken a bit of a back seat. But that being said, we've still made sure to get some really, really good sessions in. Key sessions as well. So we'll just take a second to go over them, and then I'll tell you some exciting news for some things that we've got planned in the very near future. So as I said, because training's taken a backseat over the past few weeks so I could deal with these personal issues, we haven't got as many sessions in, but what I've done is prioritize the running, and I'll tell you why we've done that right now. So last time we would have caught up, you would have seen we boxed off our longest swim yet, so little under 2 kilometers. I'm saying I did 2 kilometers though, so we did a 2 kilometer swim. We also ticked off a 100-mile bike ride, as you would have seen at the start of this video. Now, for running, over the past month or so, we've been gradually building up our running volume, and I'll share with you, and I'll put up on the screen, a couple of the sessions that we've hit over these past few weeks. So first of all, 15th of March, we had a 25 kilometer race practice long run, and now that might give you a bit of a hint because we have been following a very strict regimen in terms of what we've been doing running wise. Now for that, we did it all on the treadmill just to reduce the amount of force that's going on our joints, reduce the chance of injury, etc. So although it was quite boring, a little over 2 hours and 8 minutes staring at a wall, we made sure to get a solid session in, 25k at an average of 5 minutes 9 per kilometre. Now, if that title, Race Practice Long Run, hasn't already give you the hint, a couple of weeks ago now, so 28th of March, we boxed off our longest run session yet. And that was a 32 kilometres, so for anyone that tracks in miles, 20 miles of running, all on the treadmill. Okay, so we did that at an average of 5 minutes 9 per kilometre. As you can see, 15 kilometres at conversational pace, and then 17 kilometres at 5 minutes per kilometre. So if you haven't already guessed, with how we've been building up our training volume, how we've been building up our run volume, I'm excited to announce that next week we will be running the Newport Marathon. Okay, so this video will be out before then so that you guys can see this, have a watch of it, and then the very next video you'll see will be us running the Newport Marathon and achieving a sub-4 marathon for the first time ever. If we can do that, then that puts us in a really good place to achieve that sub-12 hour Ironman goal come this time, October the 17th in Portugal. Like I say, our goal for the Ironman is to do it in under 12 hours. So that means roughly around a 1 hour 30 swim, around a 6 hour bike, preferably under a 6 hour bike, and then around a 4 hour marathon. So my thinking is if I can do way below a sub 4 hour marathon fresh, then ideally I should be able to run a 4 hour marathon or a little over a 4 hour marathon after doing the 2.4 mile swim and the 112 mile bike. That being said, I think for us to realistically get a 4-hour marathon in the Ironman, I need to be aiming for around 3 hour 40 fresh marathon. So come this time next week, that's exactly what we'll be aiming for. And I'll be taking you guys along with me for the ride. So that's the running update for this video. I know there's not been any running footage per se, but next week, obviously, we're running the Newport Marathon, so I'll get as much footage as I can, and that video will be up before the end of April, so you can see whether or not we achieve that goal of a sub 4-hour marathon. Not gonna lie, these past few weeks have been really hard trying to juggle Ironman training with a work-life balance, a social life, a relationship, and all of the health issues that I've had to help my family through. It's been tough. But when I started making these videos, I made a promise, not just to myself, but to you guys watching, to document the lows just as much as the highs and to be completely transparent with you. So that's exactly what we're gonna do. We're gonna continue to work towards this goal. As I said, the next step towards that goal is the micro goal of achieving that sub 4-hour marathon. And next week, we're going to do exactly that in Newport. So I look forward to sharing that with you all. This next video is going to be sick. So don't forget to turn post notifications on so you can be notified as soon as it goes live. Any suggestions on future content, anything you want to see, drop it down in the comments below. And as always, if you enjoyed, don't forget to like the video. Thank you all so much for watching and keeping up to date with the journey. We're over 6 months of the way through now, so halfway through, just 6 months to go until we hear those infamous words, "You are an Ironman." See you in the next one.